Dum, da, da, dum. Welcome to the music episode of Inkblot, Meet and Greet. Dum, da, da, dum.
That sounds like old school radio station.
No, because it's not music. Because I don't want them to mistake that music and it's like we are making music.
You guys, let's harmonize meet and greet. Meet and
greet. So you know why what we're doing? We're auditioning, so we can record something, and then our own thing will be licensed to other third parties. So we're actually auditioning. You people just didn't know it. That's what it was.
They say always put your best foot forward.
Yes, and the reason why we're auditioning is because of our guest here, right? So her name is Ify from Chocolate City, y'all.
Chocolate City.
Wow, Damola. We are trying to put our best foot forward.
I first thought you said Carpet City.
Wow.
Train your ears to listen to
yes.
please.
That's why I said.
And so one of the things that you would know if you watch Inkblot films, which you should, is that of our 19 or 20 films, their song is inside there one way or another.
Yes.
And since
City has been good to us.
That we take very many things very seriously, music is very important to us. So we said, now that they're getting very pricey, we decided to call them and ask them why are they pricey.
So that on camera they can promise us not to be pricey.
Exactly. So Ify, why are you guys pricey?
And promise that you're not pricey.
And please, you can also drag them in the comments that please, why are you pricey to us?
In summary, we are not pricey.
But seriously, welcome to the show, Ify.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Liking the energy. So
awesome. So as all proper interviewers say, may we know you?
Wow. To know me.
To love me.
Kind of. Hello, my name is Ifeyinwa Anyadiegwu. I'm currently the head of legal at Chocolate City, head of legal and business affairs at Chocolate City Group. And then I also run an imprint called New Tribe Records. That's probably where you heard the intro song from.
Yes.
The name of the song is Bad Intentions by Tariq. Check him out.
Yes, exactly. And in meet and greet, we only have bad intentions for your ears.
That is such a dad joke.
Come on. You know you love it. Let it go. Let it get in there. Let it get in there. Let it well out. Let the laughter come out. There we go.
It's taking some time.
It's coming.
We'll get there.
Maybe at the end of it.
Possibly tomorrow.
This is well, no.
So
don't do that again.
So what I would like to know is how does right about now when people make.
But we haven't yet known her fully now.
Oh no, she's talking about.
Normally we give people. You see, that's probably when you celebrities, you're telling me when I was in primary school. All she has said is what she did, and I said. So what I want to know
I want
is.
to know about that bit about what she does. So she does legal, right? So you're responsible for ironing out the deals when you sign an artist. Then you put them on 2-year deal, 3-year deal, 4-year deal, right? Then you also for us, for example, you license music to us so that we can put it in the background. But why is that a 10-second clip of your song? 5-second clip of your song?
This is not the attack. Just
Yes.
go your conversation there. Your question.
So let me ask the actual question in a non-confrontational way. Because Damola no be having home training. I mean, a whole 40+ man is just, I don't understand. Me too.
You know when you're old, you just don't have time. Time is not my friend.
Get to the point.
So you guys basically have been one of the people at the forefront of licensing your stuff for film, television, advertising, etc., etc.
Forefront of music in Nigeria, period.
Yes, that's true. So talk to us a little bit about how you guys decided to start licensing and why you went into it and what music licensing actually means for the uninitiated amongst us, aka Damola. Who wants?
So I realized I should have given like a very brief intro as to what Chocolate City and who Chocolate City are.
Why?
I'm a bit pompous and imagine that everybody knows us.
Yeah.
But for the one person that doesn't, because there's only one in the whole world, Chocolate City is a record label. We've been around for, wow, close to 20 years. We've had some of your Nigeria's biggest artists. We've had MI, we've had CK, we have Black Bones, we've had Dice, we have Young John, we have Candy Bleaks. I also need to mention the women. We've had Ruby Young. So we've had a mixture of music genre from all over. We have hip hop. I mean, we have Baba M. Yes. You have the Classy Streets, which is a Candy Bleaks. You also have like the new soft emo Atarik. So we've been there, and then I think we're doing well.
Yes.
Very well.
I think it's obvious that you guys are doing well. So don't be, humble or modest or anything like that.
Just giving us discounts.
Take your accolades. No, but seriously, I mean, I know what it was like when we discovered. No, I hate using that word. When we realized who and what MI was. I was in university then. I was a super fan. We used to go for like things like Tarua. There were all these British Council used to organize some stuff.
I actually remember the first time I heard crowd mentality. Crowd mentality. 2006, driving to work. Ike was on the radio and said that he heard this song and stole it from the person. And then played it on the radio and said there's this artist called MI. And I heard the song and I was like, wait, okay, fine. So back in the day, you'd hear like rap and you're like, eh.
No.
And then this rap was like, okay.
He changed.
I was like, okay. Then I heard that.
Look.
Then, as God will have it, a week later.
As God will have it. Wow. This really affected you.
See, spiritual experience.
I mean, clearly.
God will have it. A week later, I walked into my friend's office and my friend was like, oh, he's about to shoot. That he's talking to some guy like that about shooting a musical video for the guy. And then I was like, Damola, you like the song, and then he plays the song. And it's the exact same song. I was like, wait a minute, I know this guy now. I was like, yeah, he has one other song, and he wants to do something. Then he was like, hey, let's go for something called Tarawa. And I now meet him, and I'm like,
I was full on a groupie.
No, like even, we have people that come to work to us today, and they say, oh, I came because of MI. Like he's still, so yes, we're extremely proud of that. So to now go into the music licensing. Music licensing is literally loaning your music or giving your music for a particular purpose.
Sorry.
The reason why it's a bit tricky is that it sounds easy in the sense of, oh, just take my music, but there are a lot of, like legalese that you have to go in. For example, I'm giving my music. What are the rights I'm giving? Am I giving just for you to put it on YouTube? Because there are some licenses that are that specific. There are some that allow you put it on Netflix. There are also some that are territory-based, that, okay, fine, you can show my music in Nigeria, but not in America. Then there's also like the length of time you want to. So I'm speaking this specifically to music licensing in film. It's called a synchronization license. So if you want to put your music, and this is already recorded music, if you want to do like a fresh, create like a soundtrack for, that's a different, we'll go there.
That's out of our pay grade.
No,
Not necessarily. It's actually, weirdly, it could be cheaper, weirdly. Actually.
Yes, I mean, so that would depend on the caliber of the artist. So
but you have it forever. So, and you can technically use it for multiple things if you agree up front.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, because
if
anyway,
the
that's...
fee is...
No, we shall go into all of this.
Sorry.
I'm interested in all of this.
If the fee is...
What we're doing going forward.
Yeah. So that's what is sync licenses. Then you have to clear the master part of it and the publishing. And I think this is where we're doing a lot better in Nigeria, but then there seems to be a lot of confusion.
Okay, stop right there. What is a master right? What is a publishing right?
Sorry.
So
master...
You know nothing. I know nothing.
This is where you have to go like really granular and explain to a lot of our people.
Okay, so I will use examples a lot because that's how I remember. Master is the whole song put together. So for example, this Bad Intentions that you heard, that's the master. and is usually owned by either the label or most times the label. So it's just the whole song put together is called the master. Then the publishing angle of the song are the different components. So that is where they credit and acknowledge like the individual contributor. So like a producer, he has his own share that has nothing to do with the master. So he owns his own publishing share. Typically, most producers go for 50% because the beat is throughout. You have just one verse. Songwriter, it depends on like the,
Agreement.
caliber of the artist as well, and your work. If you write like one line, you probably have like maybe 2%. But then again, if you're a Beyonce, it's your own. So things like that. So that's why, and that was, I think Nigerians were not catching on to that like you'd have to clear the master part of it and the publishing part of it. And that's why sometimes, I know you say it's pricey, but you have to cater for the master portion and the publishing portion. And there are times when, and I've seen this in practice, where a song doesn't go up because people just cannot agree on the fee. So let's say, Inkblot, for example, if you guys want to offer
25K.
$1 million for bad intentions by Tariq. If you guys were to do that, so let's say it's 500K per side. The label could agree, but then the publisher. So if that song, for example, has 10 people on it, very possible. You could have 3 producers. You could have 10 writers. You could even have like a saxophonist.
Like the vocals as well? Is that all under publishing?
The so vocals, no, just the writing.
Just
so
the writing
the vocals is the master.
It's the master side.
Yeah.
The vocals is by copyright. So copyright is
it's all on the master side. Now things like on the publishing side, you got like a songwriter, you got like a producer, you've got
the instrumentalist.
Yeah, so anybody that contributes in the raw form, they now get serviced.
But then don't you guys, at least what in Nigeria, people pull those rights. So we never really have to deal with the disaggregated rights. So that's our experience. We've never had to negotiate individually. We normally do a deal so what we do, and we get to see if this is a standard thing, is we go to a rights owner, so like a label, and say, we want your song. We assume that you can clear both sides of the deal.
Yes.
Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
So that's what you're saying, that if they don't agree on the back end,
yes, the song doesn't go on.
No, yeah, but the thing is that normally, so what they do in Nigeria is that they warrant us that they can clear it.
Yeah.
So we don't sign many agreements. We sign a master agreement that is both.
But you remember we've come into this
No, I know. So now that's
where...
because I've entered but in the old days,
I would even say that that's suffices, because at the end of the day, people always go to the bigger fish. Yeah. So yes, you have an indemnity in practice, but some people just don't care. And for me, I just feel like, why take the risk? Why not like reach out to the proper party to clear it? Because sadly, it is that person that has a 2% share that can bring down the whole, and then for you, you're thinking.
But that's interesting. So how does that work in practice? So in a market like Nigeria that is just like that, sync licensing is just growing. Like do the regular producers even know? So I know artists know, but do producers know that they have? No. Like the music producers know that they have a share of those songs.
So one thing I would say is that over the last, I don't know, I even call it like 2 years, our market is alive. Like there's no producer or a producer that is serious that doesn't know about a publisher.
COVID really changed the game for you guys.
It did, because COVID forced us to even just sit down, to think about many other ways to make money. Because in Nigeria, the major way we could make money was endorsements and live show.
Yes.
Ain't nobody going out. I'm not. So it now kind of, and the world, but I will speak to Nigeria specifically. It now forced you to go back and look at ways, okay, how can I make money? If these 2 major avenues have been shut down. So during that era, there was a lot of like awareness around what the music, like many sources to exploit your music. So that's why maybe if not for COVID and 2-3 years ago, I'd have said that, yeah, I won't be surprised, but there is no producer
right now.
I would say that is serious, because how can you not know this basic that doesn't know that they have a standard? No standard, Sha. I don't remember to come and quote to me.
Streaming also play a part, like sites like Spotify and the rest of them, because
And TikTok.
Because don't they also pay across those two?
Yeah, so they pay, so it's collected in a different way. There are PROs, there are performance rights societies that collect royalties from that end.
Okay.
But then again, you have to register. You also have to clear, when the song is made, get your split sheet. It's very important to have your split sheet, have your documentation.
Your split.
Split sheet, sorry.
Split sheet,
So
what's that?
split sheet is a document that, I mean, literally what the word says, that literally breaks down everybody's splits.
Okay.
On the publishing
Okay.
end, so that you know that you have 10%.
Got it.
So that they just know how to
50%.
just pay.
Yes. You just register it and you. So like COVID kind of forced people to wake up.
Yeah. How's the relationship with? Is Kosan that's the performance?
Touch
It is
And you
actually
guys now be
touching.
saying that I'm the one because
So
Sister,
Kosan
you
is,
just blurted it out.
you just brought the video that you rolled it on that list it on.
All right, fine. That's not a
Kosan
topic we're going
No,
to.
let's go.
No,
Approach.
so that is, and again, like that is also the Nigeria, like Afrobeats is highly
demand.
profitable.
Oh, profitable.
And even like demand is crazy. It's so sad that we're not fully exploiting like all the ways we can make money. Kosan issue is also, I mean, I don't want to say Kosan, but not having like a body that collects your royalties is a very huge thing, because music, like anytime you hear music, even if you play music here, because it's not this is a commercial space, you should get paid. The artist should get paid.
So the actual issue is that there are two rights agencies in Nigeria that are fighting for the right to collect.
And there's a few trying to pop up, but yes.
And there also is infighting amongst Kosan. There's lawsuits about who is the rightful board of Kosan, the rightful DG, the usual Nigerian accusations flying around.
Yes.
So what is happening is that the ability to collect from hotels, restaurants, DSTV, terrestrial TV, everything. Some of those deals that have been agreed are not being able to be properly adjudicated because the ability to collect.
And they even collect, so not just in Nigeria, even like outside as well. But because of this debacle, and we all know like a lot of Afrobeats is played outside. Because of this issue, I mean, the ways we can exploit the royalties and the music industry is hampered, but we're trying.
From a perspective of like international, as you said, Afrobeats is hot. How are you guys dealing with that influx, and how are you then figuring out how to treat Nigerian content that is not that? How do you deal with that different market for the same songs? Because I'm sure that you guys talk about that a lot.
I don't understand. No. International market is very
No, but it's the same song.
It's so there's the danger of underpricing Afrobeats.
You see.
In the same vein, we also have to realize the climate that we are in. So it's not one size fits all, especially when it comes to like music licensing and sync. It's not one size fits all. Things that we look out for to be able to charge, and this is very honest. We look at like the budget and the size of the film.
Look at face, basically. Money no show for face, so
No, but I think about it. If there's like a Spider-Man 10, I would be stupid to charge, because I know there's budget and there's a lot of
just scale, reach, everything.
yes. So I might as well see, as opposed to if there's one
film like Inkblot film.
No, not
don't say that.
Inkblot.
Like Inkblot,
not say Inkblot.
No, like Inkblot film. Why the poverty child here?
No, so we charge you guys the same. So we look at you as international. No, we do.
Storyland.
I don't understand.
Damola has to get up again.
Where are we sitting?
We do.
You're charging me as Spider-Man,
Because I mean, not Spider-Man, but what is the difference per se between?
What do you mean? What's the difference?
What is this? What is it?
Excuse me. Can you see where we are?
By
location.
Spider-Man's catering budget is like double our budget.
Do you understand?
Let's take away Spider-Man, but
just check it. If you look at the standard Hollywood movies and us, right, we are like a TV commercial compared to them.
So please, again, when it's Inkblot, you charge us with Inkblot eye with Nigeria.
So the question is, what do you guys think about that evolution? Or is it a function of, you know what, Nollywood is Nollywood, the international Afrobeats is hot. Like, how do you view the Nollywood market and some of these things?
Like in relation to creating your...
No, so basically, look at it this way.
In general.
So basically, you said it yourself, Afrobeat is hot.
Yeah.
Nigerian films are being priced out of the Afrobeat market, it is clear. Even some of the conversations, and it is understandable. But the question is from you guys is like, how do you see that evolving over time?
So it will. What is happening right now, that even though, so we can give different prices to the African market and the international market, simply because we also have to understand the climate. Same way you have some people charging like $50,000 for a show in US, but in Nigeria, you're kind of joking. No, maybe like your 10 million. But so we like also take that into a consideration. Then also like the caliber of the artist, and then also like the reason why you're putting it in the song. Some people are not particular about like what the song does to the scene. So we have some people that they want particular songs because this is like a popping song, and it brings out like maybe the scene or the interaction more. Then you have some people that they don't even care, they just want to create. So that would also inform the price as well, is that this person probably wants to do more. So it would make sense for you
Which person wants to do more? The one that cares more?
The one that uses the music in the story.
No, so the one that cares more, you charge more.
No, I mean...
Wow.
No, because I imagine he has like a...
Wow.
No, maybe...
Wow.
No.
Like, you look desperate. Please, bring that coin.
It's not that. But No. So the consumer matters. The caliber of the song, how many seconds, what territories worldwide would always cost more than Nigeria. The platforms, if you have the rights to exploit it everywhere, that will cost more than just YouTube. So these are even tips for you guys as well.
No, but we have no choice because here's the point about film. For film, collect all rights in perpetuity.
Yes.
Because if you don't, what will happen is that film is forever. And one day, that song will go out of rights.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they will sue you.
No one knows what tomorrow is going to. So if you look at Nigerian movies, right, the way it was, a few years ago, we put our movies in cinemas and maybe you license it to Mnet a few years after that, and that's it, right? Now, with the streaming platforms coming up, your movies are now charting in places like Ukraine, in Latin America, and those kind of places. You really can't tell what's going to happen tomorrow. So if I basically get a license and say, it's only going to be for theatrical release, for example, and I'll say, okay, we can only use it in Africa, then the streaming platform comes and says, I want to license your film 3 years down the line. And I've forgotten about this deal. Next thing I know is Chocolate City is banging on my door saying,
no, territory was only Africa.
But sometimes it's even worse. There's a song, right, that I'm not even going to say. We got a flag for using a song we licensed in perpetuity because the rights holder changed. I guess the question for you is, where do you see like the evolution of the Nollywood music in the Afrobeats partnership? First of all, do you even believe there's a partnership first? Or are you people looking at the Hollywood of it all?
No. So I'm definitely down for a collaboration. I think there has to be partnership if we want to even push the music beyond boundaries. Because truth of the matter is, when I was in uni, I used to watch a lot of like from Iroko TV and like all my Igbo friends as well. Like that's how we started getting into like Nollywood as well. Yes. So there has to be better synergy. Truth of the matter is that the Afrobeats industry is way ahead. The Nigerian music industry is way ahead.
Eons ahead of.
But like, it doesn't necessarily mean that we can't do anything or that there can't be synergy or you can't catch up. So in future, I feel like, initiatives like this help even grow the community closer, but the fee part.
Wow. This poor cousin something. Wow.
But you
This
guys-
is
you guys-
literally
you
poor
guys
mouse.
were-
What's that parable? Town mouse, country mouse.
You two were beggars before. Is it because we are begging you like
Not
this?
even, honestly,
I don't understand.
I'm proud now.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait to be you. It must be fun. It must be fun. It must be nice. I can't wait to be you. I know it's coming because you guys are doing it. You see?
But it is, it's nice.
So this is slightly because you're here and I'm asking you this. The legal scale up that you had to do over the last 3 years, can you talk a little bit about that? But in as much layman terms as you can.
I have seen some crazy ass contracts. Crazy. And this is international and local. And before, I used to feel offended, but now there's no need to be offended. Offended because I fear God. Like, I would just put it like that. I don't know how else.
What was wrong with the contract? I think they're like too detailed or like...
No, it's like the price they take.
How many years the music
How many
the
years,
artist has
like,
to be indebted to
The cost, sometimes you don't even pay the artist. Even the publishing. So most times the master will go to the label or the rights owner of that master. So publishing is now how like you, the artist, can actually...
Get something.
Some of them, that publishing is gone for no money. So it was almost like a conscious effort that, look, if I'm putting this much time and passion into the industry, I might as well ramp up here. And I guess with the more exposure and the success that we've had, even at Chocolate City, the expertise level is just because you have to... Nobody is going to wait for you. When your partners come to sign an agreement, they don't care that Nigeria is not where it needs to be, or they don't care that you don't have... They don't care. All they want to see is that can you negotiate and fight for your clients to the level where they even feel like, okay, I mean, this person has tried. And it also even makes them know the value.
Yeah.
Because what we had in the past was a lot of people just entering the Afrobeat space, take 10 naira, use it for 10, 20, 50,000 years. But now you still have a few of that, but there is a lot more knowledge in the industry.
The other one I want to ask, so now that we earlier on talked about masters. So in recent times, you have a bunch of people who have tried to get their masters back from the labels. So Taylor Swift is one. That's like the biggest
Most
one
popular.
that I know one. Where basically the record label was planning on selling her masters to somebody else. So that would have been similar to what happened in...
the transferring rights that affected
So
us.
she was like, her deal, I think her biggest problem was that she didn't want it sold to that person, and that she also had plans of buying it off the record label. I guess they sold it to the highest bidder type stuff. So what does that mean when you say that I'm trying to buy back my masters? Because technically most people believe that
You should own
it's
it.
my song, you know. I sang it.
So that's the... Like I would have said that maybe 2-3 years ago there was that notion, but now people are becoming wiser. They literally don't own the masters. Like the nature of record label artist relationship is funny. And I guess because I'm on the label side, will I say I'm biased? But it's not like...
You're the man, baby.
No, because like, when they like tell the story back, I'm like, no, this is not what happened. Or this is not... But either way, the ownership of the masters is most likely with the person that paid for it. With the person that has invested 50M on your head. Like, is it so shocking that...
It's not rocket science.
I mean...
It's like saying that the actor is the owner of the film.
Exactly.
When there's a producer of the film.
Exactly. It's when it has put money, resources into you. That doesn't mean that artists don't, because the truth of the matter is the artist input is extremely important. You cannot have a successful relationship without even like having the artist buy it. You actually like...
Anyway, we're trying to wrap up before our producer literally come and wrap this. Yes. And so I think that music is basically, I mean, Nigerians, we love music, and music in film, we think is something that's transcendental. And it's good that our music brethren, despite the fact that they are looking at things that are greater than us, believe in the value of partnership. And I think that it is something that we're very, very, very excited about. And you can tell that we are excited. So we hope that you will be excited too. So thank you for coming, Ify. This was a hell of a lot of fun.
We shall continue this conversation.
No, I need to correct one
things.
impression. I do not for any reason think that we are above Inkblot.
Yeah, bugaing us. We love it. We'll come for you.
I just want to end this. I thank you guys for having me. I've had so much fun.
Thank you for coming.
I know come with